The amount of risk that a person is willing to take shapes their biography, and it has a profound effect over their entire lifespan. In balancing risk against opportunity, the priority that we typically give to each side of that equation is going to be one of our most distinguishing characteristics. The survival of people and the survival of organizations depends crucially on getting the balance between risk and opportunity right. Of course, there are many factors that influence risk behavior at any one moment, but at the core of personality, our risk disposition remains constant, and it will have the most pervasive and persistent influence. This is captured by risk type.
The first thought that comes to mind when I think about risk is danger.
The potential opportunity.
How you approach decisions that you have to make in your life.
Interaction with the unknown.
I need to think a little bit clearer.
There could be trouble ahead.
An action taken by someone where they don't know what the potential outcome is going to be.
Potential for it to be a very negative consequence. More day-to-day kinds of risks that people take in a smaller, more routine kind of a way.
I have taken risks throughout my life.
I would be likely to really analyse the situation before taking any action.
But there's also potential for it to be a good consequence.
I would say it's an age thing.
I think very context specific.
Really in IT, if you don't weigh up those sort of things, the consequences could be quite dire.
Yeah, I think some people are just annoyingly cautious about things.
I have taken some serious risks and quite like that excitement of the risk.
I don't see it necessarily as a negative thing.
Just go for it. You've got to live life to the full and take chances, and you're not going to get anywhere if you don't take a risk.
I would say the riskiest thing I've done is quit my job without having another job to go to and not having a plan.
The outcome of the riskiest thing I ever did was I'd lost all my money.
And there's a stage where I changed job, but I had no idea how much money I was going to earn, no idea whether it would be a success.
So I've done risk, and I think that was one of my inflection points of why I sort of started to think a little bit clear about managing risk.
Mm-hmm. So sometimes I might be prepared to take a risk because actually the impetus for me is in moving something forward.
I realised it was a risk that was going to pay off in the long run, and the sort of possible benefits outweighed the negative consequences.
Mm-hmm. The Risk Type Compass itself is a personality tool that specifically measures individual risk tolerance. So what it looks to do is assign an individual into one of 8 risk types, each of which will have different characteristics that have a fundamental influence on how they perceive and handle risk.
The Risk Type Compass, the really great thing about it is it's so focused. It is specifically going to let you just see which parts of personality really are important for somebody's propensity to taking risks.
At our risk type workshop, we're going to explore the complexities of risk and to examine the extent to which personality incorporates themes of risk-taking. So join us to learn about risk type, the most innovative and consequential recent contribution to personality research. Risk type has profound implications for leadership, entrepreneurialism, for the choices and decisions we make, and for the way in which we live our lives. Attendance at this workshop qualifies you to use the Risk Type Compass online assessment, which is now available in North America through Multi Health Systems.